throw shooting, one of the better ones on this Kearney High team. As he knocks home the second.
He's got 18 on the night. 3 fouls, though.
Gonna be careful here if you're Endorf. As they get it to Shoemaker, drives in, kicks it back out to Sanders. Sanders looking on the drive, elevates, and it's rebounded by Weber.
Weber now is gonna bring it up for the Bearcats. Over to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's gonna drive, kick it back out to Lee. Has an open Straka, far side of the screen.
And he's gonna find Straka in the corner. Lee to Weber. Weber, wow! He was almost behind the basket there as he puts it in, extends the lead to 11 now.
He's got 28 on the night. Career shooting night for Jacob Weber. Can't seem to miss.
No. When he gets hot, and Chamberlain knocks down the three.
His first 3 ball of the game.
As Johnson has it now. Crowd wanted a foul. Nothing called. Gets it to Endorf in the corner. Endorf to Weber. Back to Lee. Lee driving in, gets it to Endorf. Endorf thought about it, decides not to take it. Tipped up and around, and it's rebounded by Braden Frager.
Oh, the crowd went crazy because Asher Endorf got a little bit of an ankle breaker. Now Frager gets one himself, but nobody can answer.
Nobody can hit the shot. As Johnson dumps it off for Lee. Lee on the dribble drive and lost it. Bad pass there. Braden Frager pulls up from deep, and he's got it. Braden Frager.
He's done it all for the Silverhawks.
Yep. Lead. Bearcats lead by 5. 66-61. 5 minutes to play in the contest.
Bearcats have gotten a little sloppier here in this fourth quarter. A couple unforced turnovers, almost like that.
Yeah, just something that you don't want to see. And head coach Jake Bronick wants to talk about it. We'll go to break here. Bearcats lead 66-61. You're watching the Bearcats Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Hello and welcome back to the Bearcats Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. 66-61 contest in favor of your Bearcats, but things are starting to get interesting here in Kearney.
As the Silverhawks have cut the halftime lead by 10.
Yes.
Trying to...
Math is hard.
It will be Bearcat basketball, 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Just under 5 minutes left in regulation. As
we're coming out of that timeout, I think that was more of a frustration timeout from head coach Drake Baronic, as Bearcats were a little sloppy as they drew up a play maybe in that timeout too.
Looked good as Johnson with a turnaround, mid-range jumper.
That might calm the nerves.
It's what you need if you're the Bearcats. Just keep scoring. Don't let them get quite back into the contest. As the Silverhawks look to answer as Cruz drives in, kicks it back out. That's Shoemaker driving in, and they're going to call Straka for a foul.
It's either Straka or Lee. That's Straka. That's his 4th. One more, and he's going to foul out.
And I think Piper's going to be subbing in for him.
Piper will get more minutes in this contest now because Straka is sitting on 4 fouls. Yes. But it is Shoemaker to shoot the free throw. He has been cold from the free throw line. 0 for 3 on the night.
Yeah, not great. It's free points. So that's why they call it the free throw. It wins basketball games along with the offensive rebounds.
From the charity stripe. But second one.
And
also no good.
Gets his own rebound. And he's going to go to the line again. And
Maybe a little bit of redemption.
Yeah. And that is one thing you can't teach is hustle. And that was hustle right there.
The Bearcats might have been sleeping a little bit
Yeah.
on that free throw.
As that one is true. 68-62 your score now.
First one of the night for Shoemaker.
As Hansen's going to sub in for Piper. Straka still on 4 fouls. Endorf at 3. See what Coach Beranek wants to do here. As the free throw is up, and it is off the mark as well.
I think Ben Johnson's like, I'm not letting him get a rebound again. I'm going to get in this ball. He stole that from Asher Endorf, but it works out. As now they're going to show a little bit of full court trap.
They get it to Lee. Lee underneath to Hansen, and Frager says, no, sir. Denied at the rim. Braden Frager putting this Silverhawk crew on his back. 29 points for the junior.
As it's Ben Johnson guarded by Frager. This is a matchup I'd like to see. Maybe a little one-on-one street ball.
And Carter Lee for 3.
Big 3-ball from Carter Lee. That opens the scoring for him. First points of the night.
And Frager responds with a jumper, fell down. But yeah, first points on the contest for Lee. As Lee will bring it back up the court. Endorf with it now at the top of the key. Back to Johnson. Johnson brings it back around for Endorf. Inside to Weber. Turnaround jumper. And that's no good, but rebounded by Endorf. Steps into it, and he is fouled. And Weber is grasping at his leg. I think he's cramping. Playing a lot of minutes the last week. Has all of these starters.
A lot of minutes, especially with that short bench of the Bearcats with 3 players.
Yeah, a lot of minutes in that Southeast game. A lot of minutes in the Papio South game. And in this one, too. And against Fremont.
Yeah.
So 71-64 your score. 3:22 remaining. As Weber's still
A little shaken up.
a little shaken up. But heads to the line now.
He's at that right leg. Rowdies are a little bit nervous, I guess you could say, because he's got 28 on the night.
Yeah, not someone you want to go down if you're a Bearcat fan.
As he will shoot 2. First one up and no good.
No good.
He's hobbling a little bit. Maybe still not quite out of pain.
No, Beranek keeping him in the game, though. No subs looking for the Silverhawks. And actually, was that a technical foul? Did we miss that? I believe it's going to be Bearcat basketball.
Or I don't think it'd be a technical. I think it'd be more so of an intentional.
Yeah, I think that's what they called it.
An intentional.
Foul.
So that means 2 shots plus the ball.
I was going to say I didn't see the technical signal.
As I think Weber, as the Bearcats, they're going to play a little 4-on-4 now. Weber's just going to kind of hang back. But that gets it to fall for Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson extends the lead to 10. 74-64, 3 minutes left to play. Frager with the ball. Pulls it up from the mid-range, and he scores.
As Southwest, they were calling for an ISO. Frager versus Johnson.
33 points for the junior.
2:45 left. That was almost picked off, but that will be a foul.
And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Sanders. And that's his 4th for number 4, Uzziah Sanders.
As Straka is going to check back in, sitting on 4 fouls.
I think at this point you got to let him play.
Let him play. If not, go to Ian Piper or Jacob Hansen.
Haven't gotten a whole lot of minutes in tonight. Starters on the floor for the Bearcats. Johnson with it now. Just around 2:30 left to play in regulation.
Run down the clock.
As Frager guarding Johnson. Johnson to Lee, guarded by Sanders. Gets it inside to Endorf as Endorf takes a shot there. Crowd wanted a foul as Lee is off the mark. I think that was tipped. And Straka with another offensive rebound.
As the Bearcats, they want to hold. They have a fresh shot clock as it gets back over to Lee. They're going to call a foul, though, as that will be their 5th foul. Bearcats are now shooting 2 and 2. Not 2 and 2. Oh, my goodness. 2 and 2.
You miss the 1-and-1 so much, don't you?
Oh, I do. But it will send Asher Endorf to the line. Foul was on Carter Chamberlain. That's his 2nd. As Southwest, they're starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble. 2 players in 3, and then 3 players on 2 fouls. And then a couple miscellaneous fouls here and there. But first one up and good by Endorf. This is where you can ice the game.
Yeah, this is free throws down the stretch, and we know Beranek has his players practice it every single day. Shooting those free throws as Endorf's off the mark, but leading by 9 as Frager, and that's going to be a 3-pointer, and all of a sudden the lead is 6. 75-69, 1:55 remaining. Johnson brings it up the court, gets it to Lee. Lee back inside to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Frager, turns, elevates, and it hits the bottom of the backboard.
This is where you got to put the ball in the hands of your free throw makers as Chamberlain kicks it out to a wide open Sanders for 3. Now it's a 3-point game.
And this is a 1-possession game. I don't think it's been a 1-possession game since the first quarter.
It has not. The Bearcats have led for a majority of the way. Crowd is quiet. Momentum in favor of the Silverhawks.
As Lee gets it to Johnson. Kona 3. Kona 3 from Ben Johnson.
Big 3-ball by Ben Johnson. We're going to stay right here as it's 78-72 in favor of your Bearcats as things are starting to get interesting here in Kearney.
The Silverhawks will not go away. Every time the Bearcats come out with a little bit of a run, think that you might have the game over, the Silverhawks fire right back, leaning on their junior leader, Brandon Frager, as that was a big shot by Ben Johnson from the corner. It's a glitch in the software.
Please describe that.
Never mind.
No. You said it. You have to describe it. Tell me.
It's a Family Guy reference.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
Oh, it's just a reference from the show. That's why I said Kona 3.
I guess. But we're at commercial right now. We're waiting for the resumption of play. As you can see, our Pinnacle Bank ad. Thank you to our sponsors, Pinnacle Bank, sponsoring Bearcat Vision. Still haven't talked with our advisor, Mr. Goff.
Have not yet.
As now it will be Southwest ball. 6-point game, 109 left. This is where it gets interesting. It's turning into a real barn burner, Hewitt.
It has been a real barn burner coming down the stretch here.
Southwest just won't go away. They were down as much as 15 at halftime, and now it's a 6-point game. Been as close as a 3-point game with 1:30 left.
Yeah, as Shoemaker brings it up the court, gets it to Cruz. Cruz to Sanders. Gets it to Frager. Deep 3. Yes, sir!
Oh, my goodness.
Brayden Frager!
He can't miss right now.
He is hot.
As Bearcats need to get across the 10-second timeline, they will with a few seconds to spare. As Frager went for the steal, that's going to be his 3rd.
Crowd wants an intentional foul there.
Brandon Frager has 39 points.
That was a tough foul. As
got to dry off the court. But now the Bearcats are in the double bonus. Bearcats have 2 fouls to give if needed.
And 42 seconds remaining.
It'll be Straka to shoot the free throws to try and make it a 2-possession game. It'll be Ben Johnson and Asher Endorf inside to try and get the rebound if is missed.
Yep.
Lee and Weber outside the three-point arc as first one up and no good. Maybe Colt Straka doesn't have ice in his veins.
This could be interesting here. This is a big free throw for the young man.
Colt Straka on his senior night. Gets the second one to fall. That's a big, big free throw.
Big time play there.
As
by
now
number 2.
they have Colt Straka guarding Brandon Frager, who's sitting on 4 fouls. Up and in, though, by Shoemaker.
And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game. Shot clock has gone dark. Gets it to Lee. Full court press now for the Silverhawks. Johnson to Weber. Corner 3. Oh, my goodness. It's a glitch in the software. The corner 3.
And he broke the record. That was the record-breaking 3.
Was that the tie or record-breaking?
That was either the tie or the record-breaking 3 as Brandon Frager almost gets it to ball. They need to foul, but it's a 5-point game. They're going to call off the Dogs. No, they will not. They're going to foul. 4.1 left.
And a standing ovation from the crowd
for Jacob Weber and this Bearcat team. Jacob Weber's got 32 on the night compared to Brandon Frager's 39. Almost dropped 40.
Almost dropped 40. But
he still might, maybe a half-court heave. But it will be Ben Johnson to inbounds as Joe Bausch will check into the game. Joe Bausch is going to check into the game on senior night.
He's back! Joe Bausch! And do a standing ovation! Joe Bausch!
We love Joe Bausch.
Everybody, the fan favorite.
As that one's up and good, Joe Bausch checks into his first game of his career on varsity. This senior, no?
No, he played last year.
I'm saying for his senior year, though.
Yeah, for his senior year.
As Frager hits a little step back, no good. That will be a 7-point victory in favor of your Kearney High Bearcats. As Hewitt, what a game.
That was an incredible game. They got close there towards the end. The Silverhawks definitely made it interesting, made it a game. Great play there.
As we have a little bit of a replay package, there was the behind the back, like no look pass from Ben Johnson, then the Ben Johnson, the almost posterized, I guess you could say. And then the Ben Johnson step back. Is this just a Ben Johnson highlight reel?
I mean, yeah, it was all Ben Johnson and Jacob Weber. And don't forget about the third playmaker, Asher Endorf.
100%. But the Bearcats are firing on all cylinders heading into district play. Now, all they can do is wait and hope. Try and watch a little bit of other Class A basketball. Try and get seed number 1 in districts, host both district games. Use this crowd to their advantage. And try and make it to PBA.
They haven't been to PBA in a while, not at least when I've been here as a student. I believe the last time they've been to the state tournament was
7th grade.
2018.
7th grade.